There's a lot of talk about the enemy right now, whether that's on a physical level or spiritual level. There's a lot of talking heads making hay out of the concept of the enemy. And there's a really vital point that's being missed here. The enemy is within you as much or more as it is without. Every time you set a goal and capitulate, you're your own enemy. Every time you give up, you're your enemy. Every time you fail to perform because it's too hard, you're doing the enemy's job for him. The enemy is in here and in here. And some of y'all are way too eager to ignore all the self-work that you have to do now on the micro before you go LARPing off to save the world in your multicam on the macro. And so, a word to the wise. Yeah, there's a lot of macro external work to do right now in these United States of America. But don't let that be escapism for you and the self-work that you need to do. Because men and women of faith and integrity have not been spilling their blood on this land for 400 years so that you could use it as an excuse to go play dress up. You need to get your own shit straight first. Positions of strength. If you're not good, your house is not going to be good. Your home, your wife and your children are not going to be good. And if they're not good, your neighborhood, your community is not going to be good. Your church is not going to be good. And without strong individuals and families and communities and churches, you don't have strong towns and cities. And without strong towns and cities, you don't have strong counties. Without strong counties, you don't have strong states and regions. And without strong states and regions, you don't have a strong federal government. So before you hop on your white horse and ride all the way to D.C. to make America great again, put in all your faith in one man who was appointed by the Father, but is not anointed by the Father, because he is not the Mashiach, he is not the Messiah. Why don't you go do some push-ups, go for a ruck, hug your children, spend time with your wife, handle you. Because the real fight is you versus you. If you don't have the discipline to get your ass out of bed and do what you need to do, or to go when it's hard, or to suck it up and do what needs to be done anyway, what in the world makes you think you're going to rebuild this place? And I mean this in love. But who are we to fool ourselves? We're going to make America great again. Call no man master but your Father in heaven. That comes straight out of the mouth of Messiah. Now, do I want this place to fail? Absolutely not. But that begins with me versus me. The real enemy, the hardest enemy to slay, is the one that's in here. The one that's in here. And if you don't have that straight, Nothing else matters. You might save the republic, but lose your children, lose your family. We might drain the swamp, but we've got churches filled with effeminate, passive-aggressive bullshit pastors that don't preach the word and don't have a set of balls and are non-confrontational, cherry-picking verses to put together a wonderful message about 3 reasons why you should love your brother as yourself this week. But oh, we got to cut it short because there's a football game on this afternoon. If you don't have a life worth living on the micro where you are right now, I would strongly suggest that you start making one, because the macro has an incredibly high chance of going away or being altered significantly to the point where it may become unrecognizable. Which means you're gonna need you. You're gonna need your family. You're gonna need your church and your community. So do the self-work. You gotta fight the enemy within first. And only then are you maybe capable of fighting the enemy without.